What if I told you the darkest part of your mind isn't your enemy, but your teacher, and that when you stop fighting it, everything, your energy, your emotions, your clarity begins to shift? Carl Jung called it the shadow. But how do you know if you've defeated it, or if it's still silently running your life? Let's jump into the real signs that show your shadow isn't running your life anymore. Have you ever totally freaked out over something small, like someone forgetting to text you back, and then later thought, why did I even get so mad? That kind of reaction usually comes from your shadow. Carl Jung said the shadow is the part of you that hides all your insecurities, fears, and emotional wounds. And when you don't deal with those feelings, they pop up in unexpected ways, like snapping at people or getting overly upset for no reason. But once you start working on your shadow and understanding your triggers, everything changes. You still feel emotions, anger, sadness, frustration, but you don't let them take over. You take a breath, pause, and think before reacting. Okay, so you've stopped snapping at every little thing. But what about the stuff you still try to hide? We all have things we don't like about ourselves, stuff we feel embarrassed about or try to hide. Maybe it's being too emotional, not feeling smart enough, or feeling like you're not good at relationships. That's your shadow, the side of you that holds your insecurities, shame, or past mistakes. Most people try to cover up those parts. They pretend to be perfect so no one sees the stuff they're scared of. But here's the truth. Hiding your flaws only gives them more power. When you start accepting your shadow, you stop faking it. You realize it's okay to have flaws because everyone does. You stop chasing perfection and start being real. Owning your flaws is powerful, but there's one thing people still struggle with: blaming others. You know those people who always blame others for everything? Like, no matter what happens, it's never their fault. That's usually their shadow talking. Carl Jung said, projection is when we see our own flaws in other people. So if someone is insecure but won't admit it, they might call you attention-seeking. Or if they're angry all the time, they'll say you're the one with the attitude. It's like pointing fingers to avoid looking in the mirror. But once you start doing shadow work, you stop doing that. You begin to notice your own patterns. Instead of saying, they made me angry, you ask, why did that bother me so much? You don't beat yourself up, but you take responsibility. So, you're not pointing fingers anymore. That's huge. But here's another big sign: your energy starts to feel different. Have you ever felt tired for no reason, like your mind is running a marathon even when you're just lying in bed? That's usually your shadow draining your energy. When your shadow is in control, you're always overthinking. You're worrying about what people think, stressing over little things, and feeling restless all the time. It's exhausting. Your body might be still, but your mind is on fire. But when you start doing shadow work and face those hidden fears and emotions, something amazing happens. You start to feel calm, like actually calm. Not bored, not lazy, just peaceful. Feeling calm is great, but let's talk about why you keep repeating the same old toxic habits. Have you ever thought, why does this always happen to me? Like ending up in the same kind of bad relationship or falling into the same unhealthy habit again and again? That's not bad luck, it's your shadow on repeat. The shadow holds on to your old wounds and patterns, so without even realizing it, you're drawn to people in situations that feel familiar, even if they hurt you. That's why you keep interacting with people of the same type, having the same fights, or feeling stuck in the same cycle. But once you start doing shadow work and actually face those deep-rooted issues, things begin to shift. You start recognizing red flags earlier, you stop falling for the same tricks. You pause and say, wait, I've been here before, not this time. Breaking those loops is no joke, but what happens when dark emotions still pop up? Let's be real, sadness, anger, and fear don't exactly feel great. Most people try to avoid those emotions as much as possible. We are told to cheer up, calm down, or move on, so we bottle it all up and pretend we are fine, but that's your shadow making you hide your real feelings. If this video helped you understand yourself better, share it with someone on their self-growth journey, and tell me in the comments which of these signs resonated the most with you.